Okay, so I'm gonna show you a little bit, well, I'm gonna teach you how to use the lights in the sanctuary. So we have two panels, right and left, just like we do in the LEC. Remember, the group directory holds all our fixtures or group of fixtures. For choir, we typically set choir LED at 100. And it first comes on as white. So we're going to need to come over to the color directory and hit white. And you'll see it's changed to white. To close the choir, we just simply select the 0 intensity. So we put choir at 60, or the choir LED at 60%. We put the choir at 60. And that's how our choir lights should look. To turn them off, we simply select the 0 intensity. Notice I'm clicking a blank square every time, and that's deselecting the fixture that I don't want to make changes to. So I'm going to shut off the choir LED, and then I'm going to click a blank square so that I'm free to choose whatever fixture I want to make changes to without also making changes to the choir LED. Same thing with bells. Bells go on at, bell LED goes on at 100%. Make sure they're white. And click a blank square. Bells go on at 60%. And your bells look like that. And to get rid of them, select the bells, 0%. Bell LED, 0%. Alright, the stage is at the top up here, all stage. Typically for worship I set all stage to 70%. Nice and bright. Turn that off, we're going to hit 0. House starts off at 50%. As you can see, after the, or just before the opening hymn, we turn it to 30. And then it remains at 30 all the way until the benediction after Shalom to you, and then it goes back up to 50 to dismiss the congregation. Now, the movers. So we have 3 movers. So the group directory extends, and by rolling, it's kind of hard, but there's a wheel on the mouse, and by rolling it up and down, I can scroll further to get to more fixture items. The same with the intensity directory. So if you ever see the intensity directory gone or just here, it's because you have to scroll with the little wheel. Okay, so the movers are the Mac 300, number 34, the Mac 500, 35, and the Vizzy. To set up worship, you're going to click Mac 300, then you're going to come over here to the first panel. You're going to hit Control, Lamp Strike, deselect it, Mac 500, Control, Lamp Strike. That's turning the fixture on. Same thing for the Vizzy. Select the Vizzy, Control, Lamp Strike. And now this is the tricky part, and I don't have enough hands to hold the camera and show you at the same time. So it's going to take a little while. Give me a second. Okay, so you're going to select the Mac 300. You're going to hold Shift. Hold on. Where's my... Okay. You're going to hold Shift, select the 500, hold Shift again, hold Shift again, select the Vizzy, and then we're going to move up over here to the effect directory. And right here I have an effect called Worship Set, and what it does is it basically serves as like a cue for a set scene of lights. So I'm going to select those 3, and then I'm going to click Worship Set. And then you'll notice the lights, the whiter lights have moved onto onto the stage, which is typically how I set service. And the only thing I would say is make sure you have all 3 of these selected for the 12:30 service, and next to it in the effect directory you'll see pew. When I click pew, it'll move down to the front where Pastor Charlie typically likes to talk, to be closer to the congregation. And then when he goes back up to stage, we can just hit worship set, having those 3 items selected, and voila! So to turn these fixtures down is a little more complicated. The Visi doesn't quite go all the way to 0%. So the Visi goes down to 10. And then you come back to this first screen, and instead of lamp strike, we're going to hit lamp douse. And then we're going to deselect. We're going to select the Mac 300s. We're going to come here to the intensity directory, and we're going to scroll down. And you see these 2. I'm going to hit both of them because I had a really hard time setting this up, and I could only get one to cooperate with one intensity of 0 and the other to cooperate with the other intensity of 0. So just click the Mac 300s and then click both of these, and then deselect. And now we're going to select the Mac 500, and that's the first one goes to 0. Oh, and don't forget to lamp douse each of those fixtures. So I forgot the Mac 300. We're going to control lamp douse on the first screen. Deselect, and then for the rest of the lights, all we have to do is scroll back up, all fixtures, scroll back up in the intensity directory, 0%, everything shuts off. Deselect, and to finalize, just hit clear. And that'll put the movers back in the position. And that's how you control the lights. Good luck.